fucking virgins you've ever seen in your entire life, right? And it had that, you know, the sort of music where there was like clips of like people in their everyday work, so it was like do 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 or something like that. I think I'm just dog one of you. There's only a storm in Lurgan. But that was the thing I got me. And the video we had to watch, right? Ours was fucking stupid. And these two big virgins sitting there, right? And they're in a room filled with books, right? Filled with books, the room was, right? And there's a big girl with her. She was head to toe in beads with a grey skirt, and the fellow was there, he was head to toe in beads with a grey head, right? It was Rosemary and John, I think they were called. And I would open up, and I would open up, and they both pretend to read a book. And one would go, oh hello, and you're very welcome to Riding the Wave of Love. Now, young people like yourself will be going into the world of work, the world of relationships, and the world of sexual intercourse. Now, there are a few things you might need to know. First of all, God says don't do it. So today we're going to give you 2 little pointers on what you should do when you're having sexual intercourse. Isn't that right, Mary?
Yeah, that's fucking right, John. You're talking about roaring.
Like, and you're sitting watching, and you sit one of the things like, you know, every young fella in the place probably felt his head by then, right before he was in. I didn't know the hand was the hot child in school. Only till I felt my own. Because they're laughing. Right? So I was sitting watching it, and it's going through the whole motions of it, and there was these a lady about, right? They were saying things like, well, when a man loves a woman, and they're married, they have a special gift. And the man takes the woman in a special way, and little tiny midgets crawl out of this special place, and they have mobile phones. They use the phone God to actually have a baby. I don't be openly like discriminating against gay people too, because we're going, when a man loves a woman. But everybody else in the whole class, right, was saying, and he told me, and this is really got me, but I hadn't a clue about girls at the time, right, hadn't a notion. And at the end of it, the girls just went, let's go to that special time, don't worry, you'll know what to do. I was 17 when I lost my virginity. I didn't know what to do. For example, I didn't know how to point it. And she was quite a big girl. I was making all the noises and doing all the motions. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Here's Micky, that's my belly button. That's a true story. But that thing, I think the reception and all that shit, it has been happening for donkeys, right? And I have a massive problem with like the education system and old people like in generations above me, right? Because I was in the dole office a few weeks ago. I know you won't take a look at me. I went in to take a shit, right? I didn't really like. But anybody into the dole office, I'm not getting paid for this. Just letting you know. But I went in the dole office, right? And I turned up, and the fellow was like, right, is there any education? I was like, yes, well, I have 9 A-levels, including 9 maths, 9 English, and 9 French. I have 3 disciplines in geography and history and 9 politics, and I have a degree in theatre studies. And the fellow behind the desk just looked at me and went, aye, going well, isn't it? And he made me sit in between, right, 2 of what only I can only describe them as giant pink hippopotamuses, head to toe in velour, with earrings that look like they belonged in the Olympics. Right, and this actually disgusted me. It actually disgusted me. They both had kids with them, right, and the kids were running about the dole office, and I heard them calling their names, and I almost wept. They were called Shakira and Beyonce. Now, Shakira, fair enough, you can get away with that. Beyonce, he was fucked. You go away, he's getting like a little away, like going away. Like, and that's like, the world, that doesn't happen overnight. Generations of people have let that happen, right? Can you imagine if Sean introduced me tonight, right? Then kids are having no luck. Right? Can you imagine if I was on the back of Sean there was going, right, okay, give it up for this fella's been on here twice before, he got a very good session, please give it up for Micky Bartlett. You wouldn't be able to hear yourself clapping for the glass breaking against my face. You know what people need, right? They need women like my granny. They have a proper Irish granny. No, a big... Any grannies in? She doesn't have nearly enough feeling for her to be a proper granny. I have a proper granny. I think just a big fucking hairy, big fucking hairy, covered in fucking big hairy, covered in loads of fucking hair and covered in fucking big fucking hairy big fuckers. Fucking hairy. Just fucking and hairy. Fucking hairy. Right? My granny never worked a day in her life, right? But never came to any help, never needed any help, right? My granny had 13 kids a week. My granny was the kind of woman, the only time she ever needed help having children was the time she had the triplets, right? Because if she's having the kids, she just walk out into the hall and go, boy. And the only time she needed was when she had the triplets, and the only thing she needed was from her ground to the captain. So at the house, like, girl, boy. I suppose it's been a pleasure. Thanks, everyone.